Welcome to my studio somewhere in Southwest Florida. And this is the first video I've done in a while. And this is an update on my Podocarpus, the phantom, no, what do you call it? The Podocarpus. The Podocarpus I killed because that's what I do. This is the boy that bit the dust several years ago, and I liked the trunk so much that rise from the ashes. Rise from the ashes. Phoenix. This is the Phoenix Podocarpus. And what I did was I took the old trunk that had really good movement, and I stripped all of the Great Nabari, and I stripped all of the bark off, and did a little bit of carving, although I did that before I killed it, before it died. So I don't know if the carving was part of the death sentence or not, but anyway, this carving was done before it died. So I cleaned it all up, took all the bark off, and by the way, this is almost January 2020. This is December 30th. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough, but December 30th, 2019. And what I did was I took all the bark off, stripped it all off. I did a wood hardener, several coats of wood hardener. So this thing is going to be around longer than driftwood, I think. And I planted 2 Podocarpus whips at the base. One here. I dug a channel. I dremeled a channel, which, looking back, this is my first attempt at this. The channel was too big because the whip has not yet filled it up. Although on this side it's doing much better. You can see here the whip that I planted on this side, excuse me, has already filled up the channel right in this area. And in fact, what I just did before I started taking this video is I took this branch off. This branch, let me see how was it? This branch was right here, and at that spot, and this is the sacrifice branch to fill up the channel with the trunk. So I removed that when I realized that the channel was pretty much full, and definitely full down in here. And so this branch would not serve a purpose anymore, but it did serve its purpose very well. So I took it off, and now I'm leaving some more of this other main branch, and then there are a couple of little ones here to further fill up the channel. So you can see the channel goes up into here, and then we have the part that I'm really interested in keeping, because this is going to be kind of a you can say it, you know what I mean, literati style, with a swoop down here. So I haven't cut this one off yet, because it's still serving the purpose of filling up the branch. Although I can tell you that anybody who sees this is probably going to tell me, no, don't cut that off, because this view on this side, where we still have this ugly channel that hasn't filled up yet, although this is not a view, this is not a viewing angle, this is a side angle. This would be the front, probably. And but this side could be a no. Excuse me. You could have a front that doesn't show. You can have a side front, like side boob, because this side doesn't show either channel. Yeah, I think I dug the channels in the wrong spot. I should have dug them both kind of behind it and then wrapped around. But this is my first job, first attempt at a Phoenix graft. So anyway, I want to let you know, because some of you have asked about, what's the status of the thing. It's alive, doing very well. The white on here, I've just treated it for fungicide with some fungicide. So it loves it. It loves it being in here. I've just cleaned out the bottom with, had a bunch of weeds in there. And so I think it's gonna make it. And, I'll bet you 5-6 years from now, this is gonna be hopefully alive. And so I'll turn it around a little bit, you can see it. I don't know, maybe there's a way you can fill this with like wood filler or something to make it a little less obvious. But I'm afraid to do that. I'm afraid to surround the trunk of the whip with anything but fresh air and sunshine. This could be the front. If I mess with this a little bit. Because here you can still see Nabari, but you can't really see the channels. So one of the things I like about round bonsai pots is you can fool around with the front anywhere you want. And the front that you told yourself, that's the front. When you talk to a real bonsai person who's really an expert and very fastidious, they say, no, this is the front. You can say, okay, you got it. That'll be the front, because a round pot lets you do that. So there you go. That's the update on the Podocarpus that I killed, the Phoenix Graft Podocarpus 2-whip Podocarpus, and I will post this on YouTube. And see if anybody has any suggestions of what more I do with it. The trunk itself needs to be probably retreated with wood hardener, and then I did shellac on top of it, so it really brought this out, and it's got a beautiful base. Over and out.